Manga-Waido.
My name is Yuto Higuchi, and I'm 25 years old. I work as a salesman at a company that works with temporary employment and recruitment support. I wasn't always a salesman. I was doing work at the office before I was moved. I knew that I wasn't good at working with sales, but...
Hey, Higuchi! Why are you zoning out?
Senpai, please don't do that. This man with a loud voice is named Uta-san. He was one of my superiors at work and was also one of the upperclassmen during my college years.
What do you mean by please don't do that? If you don't want me to do things like that, then stand up straight and pay attention in the first place. I'll be waiting in the car.
Haruka saw me sighing and laughed from behind me.
Tough as always. You guys didn't change at all from college.
What? You say it simply just because it's not your problem. Haruka from the clerical department was my classmate during college. Now she's my fiancée. We started dating after we both started working, and now we're about to get married. Our wedding was coming up next month.
Look up to Ota-senpai and get more clients, okay?
Okay.
Oh, and the gift for Mom and Dad. Did you decide on something?
Not yet, but don't talk about the wedding during work.
Yuto, it's because you don't do anything until I tell you to do so. We only have 1 month left, you know? You better be prepared.
Yes, ma'am. I give in to persuasion easily, so I didn't think I was a match for Uta-senpai. But I decided to work hard for our future. There are a lot of categories in the human resources industry, but our company worked mainly with finding new clients. We did telephone appointments and walk-in sales. Basically, our jobs required us to have thick skin and excellent persuasion skills. These were all skills that I wasn't particularly good at because I'm timid and have bad communication skills.
Come on, dude, be a man! You're gonna get played around if you keep acting like that!
I had a walk-in sale planned, but got turned away at the door. Ota-senpai started lecturing me in the car while we were on the road.
I've told you many times, don't run, don't get scared, and stand up to them. You need to toughen up and remember that, or you're never gonna get new clients.
But I'm not the type of person that's pushy or self-assertive like you.
That mindset is what's not good in the first place. I wanted to train that weak part of you and asked you to get promoted to sales. Come on, don't embarrass me, okay?
Yes, the reason I was moved to the sales department was that Uta-senpai did some unnecessary persuasion. He might be a good person at heart, but there was a part of him that was too pushy.
Haruka's always saying it too. I wish Yuta was as tough as you.
You don't have to tell me, I know that. Haruka used to be the manager of the rugby team. I knew that her type was athletic men like Uta-senpai. That wasn't it, she wouldn't have been able to support the tough rugby boys for 4 years in college. Gosh, Haruka, if her type was a man like you, she should have said yes when I proposed.
Come on, man. You know what they say. You never know what a girl's thinking. Things like that.
Senpai always stutters a little when talking about Haruka. I was too thick-headed to notice any of these signs at the time. Things had moved to a very intense situation behind my back. Then, the large accident happened. The night before the wedding, I was already nervous and in my room alone preparing for the groom's speech. I appreciate all of you for coming to celebrate our... I assumed Haruka must be devoting all of her time to preparing as well and didn't think anything about it. Until I got a call from an unknown number. Hello? What? Haruka? The call was coming from the hospital in the city. Haruka had gotten into an accident. I rushed to the hospital and found Haruka lying on the bed. Thankfully, she wasn't heavily injured, but she had yet to regain her consciousness. Haruka! Haruka! Can't believe something like this happened on the day before our wedding! What am I gonna do if Haruka doesn't wake up forever? Before I knew it, tears were filling up my eyes. I wanted Haruka to wake up as quickly as possible. A nurse about the same age as us looked at me sadly and gave me Haruka's belongings. After that, I stood by Haruka's bedside and continued calling her name. But a few minutes before visiting hours were about to end, I looked into Haruka's purse and opened my eyes wide in shock. This is... From her bag, I saw a souvenir from a tourist destination that had recently gone viral on the news. It was a keychain from a location that was said to bring long-lasting love to couples that visited there. Why would Haruka have something like this? I had never visited that spot with Haruka. Then who did she go there with? Is she cheating on me? I shook the bad thoughts away as they popped into my mind. What am I thinking next to Haruka, who had just gone through something terrible? But Haruka had a boyish style, and so the fact that she owned a girly keychain stayed in the back of my mind. After one night, Haruka regained consciousness. Haruka! Thank God!
Gucci-kun, where am I?
It's been a long time since Haruka called me by my last name. According to the doctor, Haruka's memory was temporarily hazy from the accident. I told Haruka about the accident and explained that we needed to postpone our wedding. I'm not sure if she understood because she just continued to shake her head uncertainly. Did you forget that we're in a relationship? You don't remember anything about going on vacation together? Or about the proposal?
Sorry, I feel like I do, but also feel like I don't. Maybe if I see some pictures.
Haruka grabbed her phone. Seems like she remembered her password. She tapped on her photo album app and stared at her screen. I looked over her shoulders as well and suddenly was at a loss for words. Wait, Haruka, what is this picture? What? This and that? That too? Why? Seems as though Haruka had remembered everything once again. Her screams filled the hospital halls. That same afternoon, I called Uta-senpai to the outside of our company building.
I heard Haruka's okay now. I'm glad. I'll visit her late.
You're awful! I cut off Uta-senpai's words and showed him the picture on my phone. On the picture I sent to myself from Haruka's phone was Uta-senpai posing hand in hand with Haruka at the popular tourist destination I previously talked about. Haruka told me everything in tears. Seems like you guys had a physical relationship since college.
Well, she was the one.
I didn't want to believe it. There was a bunch of pictures that showed proof of your relationship. It's just plain cringe. If I was being honest, I cried by her bedside. Seems as though Uta-senpai wasn't the only guy. Haruka had physical relationship with a couple of other guys since her college days. Besides, you ditched Haruka when she got into the accident, didn't you?
What? How do you...
There was a witness! I got a call from the police. The witness said that a buff guy was with her, but the moment the accident happened, he turned pale and ran.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I was scared that everyone at work was gonna find out, so I got scared and panicked.
You call yourself a man like that? Was the first time yelling at Uta-senpai. I left him there on the spot and went home. A few days later, I saw Uta-senpai through a lawyer. Of course, I had Haruka join in the meeting as well. Two of them once again admitted that they had a physical relationship behind my back and apologized for it. Instead of yelling, I spoke to Uta-senpai, who was sitting down while hanging his head. What happened to not running away, not being scared, and standing up to them? This is how you're gonna act when it comes down to it?
Yuto? I'll apologize too.
Be quiet for a second. Don't run away this time, okay? The cancellation fee for the wedding and compensation for suffering. I'm gonna get as much money out of you two as I can, so keep that in mind.
But...
I'm so sorry.
After that, everyone at work found out about Haruka and Uta-senpai's relationship. Their adultery was even common knowledge among the clients, and the two of them quietly quit their jobs after losing their place of work. According to rumors, Uta-senpai was doing one-day jobs while Haruka worked in the nightlife industry in order to survive. I think that I was lucky to be able to cut off those untrustworthy people from my life.